Good morning, my peeps. Good morning, and I love you. It's been a great morning. Slept in a little bit, trying to take advantage because once school starts, you know how that goes. No more sleeping in, not for a while. Well, Labor Day, but you know, that's still a while from now, a few weeks. So anyway, I had some breakfast and getting work done and got to chit chat with a good friend this morning. Hi, Alma. So she kept me company while I was finishing up and getting ready and spackling my face and all that kind of stuff. So, and then Chewy, of course, tries to sabotage me just as I'm trying to put on mascara. He jumps on my lap trying to kill me or at least blind me. My life, people, my life. But anyway, I'm going to get this day started. Let's see what it holds. And of course, figure out what's for dinner. I love you guys. Talk to you in a bit. So since I remembered dinner early in the day for once, come on, phone, focus. Remember when I bought these rolls, guys, and I was shocked and appalled because it takes like 6 hours to actually get them done. Since it's early in the day, I figured I'll do them. I'm going to go ahead and thaw out this whole chicken. I'm going to do a roast chicken with these rolls, and I bought these 2 things of mashed potato on Wednesday, was it? When I went to Publix. So mashed potatoes, some rolls, and chicken. And I'll probably open up a can of vegetables later. But this is really the thing. This is, you got to put in a pan, let it thaw, let it rise, and then you can bake it. So it says up here, anticipate 3 to 5 hours. Might as well take advantage. Okay, so step 1. You got to put them in a pan, lightly greased cookie sheet, 1 to 2 inches apart. I know some of them are a little too close, but oh well. And it says to brush the tops of the rolls with melted butter. So I've got my melted butter here. And I have to let them now thaw for 1 to 2 hours. And then after they're thawed, it says we have to let the dough rise for 2 to 3 hours. So we'll start with the butter, let it sit for a few hours, and then it should be ready by the time I'm set to cook dinner to have some taste testing with these things, because, you know, I just don't know. I don't know if they're worth the effort. I mean, I usually use what brand is that? Is that Pillsbury? The one that come in the cans? Oops, I'm almost out of butter. Let me see if I can get it to stretch. Come on. Yeah, because those are so easy. You just pop the can, you pop them in the oven, and you're done. But these require a lot of extra steps that I just don't understand, especially in this day and age. You know, for that kind of effort, you'd really think you'd want the benefit of just having them freshly made. But there you have it. That's the before. We'll come back and look at them in a few hours once they've gone through the thaw and rise process. And then we'll be ready to bake. Do you see what this dog has done? I can't blame him entirely. Glenn and Allie and Rebecca sitting on the couch and progressively pulling it away from the wall and pulling the comforter off of it. But Chewy has made a little nest for himself and is quite content. Quite content indeed. So the lightning across the street, it killed this TV. The 3 TVs we have in the house that have DirecTV receivers, all 3 of them suffered various degrees of damage. This one was fatally struck, so Glenn just went to pick up the replacement. Not really the replacement. We're taking the TV from the master bedroom, putting it down here, and the new TV will go in our master. This TV was killed, but the other 2 TVs, they just lost the HDMI 1 port where the actual receiver box was plugged into. I guess the current went through the receiver box, took it out, and then fried the HDMI 1 ports. So the living room TV is not that big of a deal because it has 3 ports. So we were able to, use port 3 now instead of 1. That's useless. But our master bedroom TV only has 2 ports. And that doesn't work for us because Glenn has his Xbox up there, and having to unplug the Xbox to plug in DirecTV and vice versa gets old really fast. So we'll put the new TV up in our room so we're able to have everything in its own port again like we're used to. And that's it, people. Just another, headache, but I'm just so grateful that we didn't lose all 3 TVs. So grateful that God's provided us with the means to be able to replace the TV we lost. And very, very grateful that even though that lightning struck as close as it didn't hurt anyone or anything. Just a few cable boxes, which were replaced for free, and 1 television set. And I think that's a fair trade. So here's my chicken. I washed it, took, the bag out of the, how it comes with the bag of innards. Got that out of there and then patted it dry. Cut a hole in one side of the skin to kind of tuck the legs in. Just a little bit. It looks kind of cattywampus, but who cares? So I'm going to make a dry rub with these ingredients. Garlic salt, onion powder, rosemary, some basil, thyme, and smoked paprika. And I'll just give the rub something to stick to by go ahead and spray the chicken down with a little bit of this cooking spray first. And then pop it in the oven, 375, probably for an hour, hour and a half. I'll just keep checking it. And, oh, I meant to show you these biscuits. They've risen, maybe, I wouldn't say, well, maybe double the size. And they cook at 375 also. So once the chicken's done, while it's resting, I'll put these in for, I think it's 12 to 14 minutes. So let's go. Well, guys, as the midsummer flowers start to fade here, and let's check on the mums. Looks like there's lots of little buds, so late summer, early fall flowers are starting to come into their own. Sure sign that autumn is on the way. I can't believe how fast this year has gone by. And I'm not looking forward to another winter. Hopefully it is not as long as the last one. Oh, and there's another sure sign if it is what I think it is. And yuck, yes, cicada. A dead one. So sing your little hearts out, cicadas. Sing for all it's worth. Because summer is fading. And so am I. I am wiped. Friday night, so I'll try to at least stay up a little later. Have a great night, guys, and a great weekend. I love you. See you tomorrow. Good night.